Where did you get this? Lieutenant Scott gasped in wonder after opening the small clay jar. It was old, still encrusted with dusty sand from where it must have sat for centuries. The boy stood impassively, almost puzzled, when the British soldier suddenly remembered himself asking the question again in accented Arabic. The Bedouin trader who brought the boy to him replied, saying he found it in a cave among a rock formation a few hours' walk south of the camp, several weeks before the Sharifian army took up its current position. I don't think he has any idea what he's found, Scott remarked to anyone listening. Another soldier looked up from his diary. I don't think anybody cares. Fair point, the lieutenant conceded. Before the war, Brandon Scott was an aspiring papyrologist, a subset of archaeology looking into old manuscripts. Nobody ever paid him a second look, except he knew Egypt and the Middle East better than most and was reasonably fluent in Arabic. For the Arab Bureau in Cairo, that's all they wanted, needing people to support the revolt against the Ottomans who could speak Arabic. His unit's task, unlike Captain Lawrence, was to deliver weapons to the Hijazi army regulars and gold to aid negotiations for whichever local tribes Faisal needed. Scott wasn't embedded like Lawrence. He shared a love for archaeology in the region and relished the chance to go on any delivery mission in the dim hopes of finding something like this. The clay jar was old, that much was clear. The boy said that the seal on the jar was already broken when he found it. Looking inside appeared to be a broken roll of thin leather. Scott carefully tilted the jar onto the table. Several jagged fragments tumbled out. He put on cotton gloves, drawing a puzzled look from the sergeant. Reaching into the jar, he gingerly removed the contents. He glimpsed some writing on the roll. It was a scroll. Ancient, damaged, but a scroll nonetheless. He carefully unrolled a few inches and immediately noticed the script. Carefully penned angular letter forms. Phoenician, perhaps. He frowned, but they were too far south. Nabatean was likelier, especially given the ruins he had noted in the region. He could make out a few words, but hesitated to open it further in the current environment. The prospect of unlocking its secrets called to him. But this could not have been the only one there. Turning to the boy, I need to know where you found this. Can you show me where? As the boy nodded stiffly, Scott got visibly excited. Looking at the trader, he offered in Arabic, I'll give you £5 for this. The wizened nomad looked back at him. 15, all in sovereigns. 12. The trader smiled wryly and nodded. Great, Scott exclaimed as he carefully placed the central part of the scroll back into its ancient container. Then he quickly retrieved the fragments with tweezers, putting them into a small envelope and tucking them into the footbox. You know that Clayton isn't going to go for this, eh, Scott? The lieutenant's companion said bluntly as he snapped his diary shut. We're just the delivery boys, nothing more. Besides, what negotiating skills do you call giving away a month's pay for a bunch of scraps? I'll take it under advisement, Sergeant Brennan. Besides, we're here for a few more days. We could give our friends a good scouting location on Jackie's movements. A tarnished old coin is worth a fortune. These scraps are more than just an old coin. The sergeant sighed as the lieutenant turned, excitedly exiting the tent. The sudden stream of the harsh Arabic sun streamed through the opening as the English soldier excitedly carried his new find into the daylight. The boy gazed into the yellow light and blinked sideways.